Click the bell, turn on all notifications, and subscribe for around-the-clock WWE news in real time. The home of the most consistent and dedicated breaking news in WWE, Seanzviewent, is here for you. Like, comment, and share today.
Viewers, fans, and subscribers, I don't want to keep you waiting too long. I said I'm the most up-to-date, the most in-depth, the most detailed, and that is exactly what I'm going to bring to each and every one of you. That's what I bring to the table because I am able to make it stable for each and every one of you. No matter if it's the norovirus, the COVID, whether it's the flu, whether it's influenza, whether it's the chicken, Sean's Entertainment will continue to be here for every last one of you because I believe in the viewers, the fans, the subscribers, and especially my channel members. Thank you so much for being a part of this very show. Now, you see the title. You see the headline of the video. Remember to become a channel member today. Becoming a channel member helps save and helps secure my future on this very website to the delight of each and every one of you. Now, we got huge news here, guys. Remarkable news coming in. We're going to waste any of your valuable time here with this. The news is coming in. See, as we're doing the video in real time, the news is just coming in. Breaking news as it concerns the release of a performer. The release of a WWE superstar. And no, I'm not talking about Chelsea Green, who has said goodbye to SmackDown. Chelsea Green, who has said goodbye to the Blue brand. No, ladies and gentlemen, according to those that know the dirt sheets, the websites, and the newsletters, Gable Steveson was released by the WWE. The real reason is coming out finally after all these months. Gable Steveson allegedly rubbed people the wrong way backstage in WWE NXT. Now, could have Gable Steveson been a huge deal? Could have he been over? Could have he had this? The fans just hated him. They liked to boo him. It just like Gable Steveson just did not fit in at the end of the day. And that's a sad state of affairs because here's a guy that could have potentially been the next Brock Lesnar, the next Kurt Angle. Could have potentially been the next Bret the Hitman, with his wrestling prowess, but it just, for one thing or another, it did not come together for one Gable Steveson. Now, that's not to say that the future doesn't look bright for one Gable Steveson, because here's a guy that when push comes to shove, when his back's against the wall, he can show it all, but it ain't going to be shown in the WWE. What was your thoughts? What was your opinions on one Gable Steveson? Could have been the next Brock Lesnar, potentially. I don't know. Thea Heel goes public with relationship to WWE NXT star Harlem Lewis. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. Breaking news, viewers. Breaking news on WWE's future and the developments that are going on backstage and the events that are upcoming. NJPW NXT Weekend tweets sparks speculation for WWE. Again, NJPW NXT Weekend's tweet sparks WWE speculation. Also, speaking about this, is a massive rumor, there's huge gossip going around that former WCW star veteran Conan, and we all know Conan, who he inducted Rey Mysterio into the Hall of Fame a couple of years ago. Conan will be a part of the WWE creative team. Yes, you heard that right. Conan coming to the WWE creative team. What a shakeup that will be. And what is Conan going to bring to the WWE? Bryan Danielson says that All In Wembley was bigger than winning the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 30, which really turned into Yesamania 30. Do you believe that to be the facts? Do you believe that to be true? Do you believe that to be legitimate? Huge developments on Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill has a surprising reaction to a viral photo of fans checking her out on SmackDown. And how could you not check out Jade Cargill with her presence, her aura, her vibes, and her significance? Everything that Jade Cargill brings to the table in the looks department. How could you not be looking? How could you not be staring at the end of the day? But Jade Cargill has responded to that. Saraya, a.k.a. Paige, reveals her father's phone call saved her life during one of her darkest moments. And Paige has said that if she were to return to the WWE, she would not want to be known as Saraya, but she would want to be known as Paige. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on that. Remember, it's so important. It's so crucial to become a channel member today or donate with a Super Thanks donation in the comment section of the video. Now, we were all wondering, we were all questioning, we were all thinking, why? What was the end game? Why did John Cena turn heel? Why did The Rock and John Cena come together? Why did they formulate this thing? What went down? Well, with all the controversy and all the backlash surrounding The Rock over the last couple of days, and boy, has there been a lot said, the internet has been talking. Let me tell you that right now. The Rock has got people talking once again, whether you're for him or against him. What was the real plan for the WWE's John Cena and The Rock coming together as one after years of animosity, after years of hatred, after years at each other's throats? The Rock and John Cena are now reading out of the same book. They now may be exchanging Christmas cards. But ever since John Cena turned heel, we have not heard or seen The Rock. Well, could that be because, again, and this is probably not as realistic as it would seem, but if you have The Rock and John Cena come together to purchase, to buy AEW, buy what could have been the competition. But you see, if The Rock and John Cena buy AEW, then it definitely could be competition to the WWE. Now, I know what you're saying. Well, The Rock, he's on the board of the WWE. He's on the board of TKO. And I would say, well, you're damn right. But with all the money The Rock has and with all the money and all the success John Cena has, if you have these two moguls come together, Hollywood, literally, behind the door, they could buy Tony Khan. They could buy it out. It could sell out. AEW could do unprecedented things if The Rock and John Cena takes over AEW, All Elite Wrestling. Now, would AEW have the chance, the opportunity to capitalize by facing and challenging the WWE? Because we're all wondering, what was the goal of The Rock and John Cena becoming a team, coming together? What was all that all about? Well, is the goal even bigger than we have ever imagined for John Cena and The Rock? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Do you think The Rock and John Cena's ultimate goal is to buy AEW right from underneath or buy it the hell out? Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Definitely would probably be a hell of a lot better of a smoother ship. It would probably be a tight ship run. AEW would then probably have promise. AEW would then have legitimacy. AEW would then have credibility. In my thoughts, your comments, your view is the only view that matters on this very website. But that certainly, simply is not all. Paige, Saraya admits brutal fan backlash made her regret her wrestling comeback. And we all know what she's talking about. We all know what Paige is referring to with the whole Alberto Del Rio and all the drama and the big mess that Paige faced several years ago. But it seems like Paige has overcome all of that. Breaking news on Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, and Joe Hendry. Yes, he is in the conversation of all those athletes, those wrestlers that I just named. Joe Hendry says wrestling Roman Reigns and Randy Orton proves his top-level status. Do you believe that to be the case? Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and click that bell and turn on all notifications. TNA is trying to lock down Ace Austin with a new deal amid some roster moves, as TNA does not want to lose a talent the caliber of one Ace Austin. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions on him. Also, viewers, fans, and subscribers, Ric Flair names his wrestling Mount Rushmore. Who is on your Mount Rushmore of professional wrestling? New segment has been added to the April 29th edition of NXT. It has been leaked and spoiled online. Toni Storm issues an open challenge for the AEW Women's title eliminator match on Dynamite. Will she make it right? Seth Rollins explains why he refuses to stay the same in the WWE? Well, it's all about realizing and recognizing that you have to change and you have to adapt with the times, and that is exactly what Seth Rollins is doing at this stage of his career. TNA 2025's Bound for Glory. The date has been revealed, and everyone is waiting and anticipating Bound for Glory TNA 2025. AEW star pulled from scheduled match due to a potential injury. Tony Khan claims that the controversial Jon Moxley nail bat spot gained more fans to AEW and got AEW even more over. TNA Rebellion 2025 tonight sells out. Frankie Kazarian fires warning shot. Matt Cardona vows to win another title tonight. All that and much more for TNA. Multiple segments and matches revealed for a Monday Night Raw tomorrow night on Netflix. Naomi finally responds to embarrassing botched punches clip from SmackDown. Did you see that? She was going nuts. It was like she was doing like a Jeff Hardy entrance. I don't know what the hell that was about. I don't know what that was uncalled for. But yeah, Naomi responding to all those missed punches, and I'm sure a lot of people saw that. A hilarious edited clip of the moment. Naomi posted next time. Noses will be bust and foreheads will be nodded. But botch or not, Naomi is keeping the feud alive, and judging by her attitude, she's not playing to miss time. She's not planning to miss time. I think she was just going crazy. I don't think she even cared if those punches landed or not. She was just going crazy on Jade Cargill. And with Conan confirming he is joining WWE's creative team for AAA after a major buyout, Chelsea Green says goodbye for now after WWE Women's Title U.S. loss. Your thoughts, your comments, and your opinions. Viewers, fans, and subscribers, this show is all about you. If it weren't for you, there would be no show. We keep you glued to your screen because that's what it's all about. Subscribe.